Hey, I'm here at PAX South with Rufus from 11-Bit Studios about the game Frostpunk. So you developed the game This War of Mine previously.
Yes, we did.
Bit of a sleeper hit, if I had to say anything about it, and it really pushed forward on the moral choices that you had to make. I assume that you're making that same movement with Frostpunk.
Yeah, kind of. It's in some terms it's very similar, but it's very different at the same time. Yes, you are making choices, moral choices. You are creating new laws for your people, for your society, but it's on a different scale, right? Mm-hmm. In This War of Mine, you made choices for a small group of people. Here you have the whole society, basically.
And oh, geez, as far as moral choices go, I do recall one particular instance where I learned you couldn't go on a killing spree in This War of Mine, and you could cause like people to have mental just PTSD basically.
Yes.
After going after people and trying to get their resources and everything. So, as far as choices like that, I mean, is there anything where you might go forward thinking, oh, it's just mechanics, it's a city builder, you know, I'll just do this. It's what gets me the most resources, and then 2 or 3 turns later or whatever, you say, oh, what have I done, you know?
So basically, yeah, I will give you an example so it will show you the case. You can make children work in Frostpunk, right?
Yeah.
So you can send them like to help in the kitchens, for example, and it's an easy job. Probably nothing bad will happen. But when you send them to work in the mines, they might have an accident. So what you took as a simple mechanic at the beginning, just to have more efficient city, now you see the consequences because one of your children got hurt, and now you have to make another choice. Maybe you should ban children labor, or maybe you should, push the law further. So you are making choices like that all the time. Like you can add sawdust to the food rations, basically, and people won't be happy if you make them eat sawdust, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to take the hard choice.
I did see, like, in your initial announcement trailer, it asked the general question of everybody is surviving, but are they living? Type of a question. And it very much does seem like you continue to grow, and you have to find fuel and burn and whatnot. How does resource management work in the game? So
basically, what we like to say about the game is that all the resources, all the mechanics are just a means for your society to survive. Mm-hmm. And the bigger question is, in what shape will the society survive, basically, at the end?
In what shape are you continuing to carry humanity onward?
Yeah, what kind of leader are you? What kind of people have become under your leadership, basically?
Do you turn them into robots, or do you try to maintain what is the very essence of humanity, essentially?
Yeah, there are some mechanics that we are not spoiling yet, so I cannot tell more about it. But there's plenty more stuff than we are showing in this demo, actually.
So, in This War of Mine, you had a survival period that was like, okay, this is how long you have to survive, and then you had the alternative of infinite. Is there an initial like story concept of like, well, this is how long? I think it's an ice age that you're trying to survive, and how many generations you have to go, or something like that.
So basically, yes. In the main campaign, we have a limited number of days. Okay. I'm not telling how many right now, but it's like limited time that you have to survive. Yes.
Okay.
But we are planning to have some other modes, like endless modes, maybe some scenarios, different maps. So there's a lot more up our sleeves, basically.
Oh boy. All right, so Frostpunk, and it's scheduled for a release of
this year. First half of this year. Yeah.
First half of this year, so first 2 quarters of this year, 2018.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rudy.
Thank you.
Thank you.